Hey, let's play.
So we're actually intentionally playing Army of Two, the Devil's Cartel. Why are we doing this to ourselves? It's Army of Two. This is the game that killed the goddamn franchise last time I checked. Like, there's no plans for next-gen Army of Two as much as I kind of want there to be.
Because you can get rhinestone guns. That's all that matters.
Can you in this one?
I have no idea.
I've played it and I don't remember. Wait, we can have separate difficulties?
I guess medium?
Okay, we can't have separate difficulties. Can we?
Yeah.
How the... How does that work?
I don't know.
Let's go with medium. I want separate difficulties explained.
Maybe the guys just shoot at you more? If you're on hard? I don't know.
You get shot at more.
Probably the best thing about this game are the masks.
The masks were great. The masks had more character than the actual guys you were playing as.
I don't even remember who they are.
Salem and Rios are the two main characters, and you don't even play as them in this game. You play as, like, hey, we're a PMC, we have other guys. You play as,
seems like a waste of fire.
I think it's Point Man, and I'm not sure what the other guy's called.
It's pretty clear we won't be shooting.
Or maybe it's Alpha and Bravo or something. You're nondescript military dudes to the obscene. And those are us. Okay, actually, funny story. This game came out the same night as BioShock Infinite, and I'm standing in line with all the guys that wanted to buy BioShock Infinite, and they're excited about that. And I'm like, well, what are you going to get home? I'm like, Army of Two, the Devil's Cartel. And I think like 9 people just left the line when I said that. Because they didn't want to believe someone out there would actually buy the Devil's Cartel intentionally. Like, it hurt them on some primal level.
I've never really liked going to those game releases.
I don't do it anymore, but at the time, it was like, it's BioShock Infinite and the Devil's Cartel? And I shit you not, I went home and played Devil's Cartel all the way through on hard, I think, before I even touched BioShock Infinite.
Why are they wearing masks right now anyway?
Because they don't have real faces. Yours starts off beat to crap.
This will be exciting to watch on film.
Editing is a thing. You haven't watched the channel at all, have you?
No, I never go on YouTube. I will, I promise. I realize now that I could have made my character look exactly like your character.
You could have.
Yeah, they're really kind of an irritating couple.
Who?
Our guys.
You guys aren't big gamers, are you? So much.
Oh, how self-aware we are! So fucking meta! I think if you had other colors that exploded, people would, honest to God, get upset about it.
No, I mean, why would there even be explosive barrels near... Why would you keep explosive barrels near your enemy?
I don't know about you, but when it comes to evil villainy stuff, I tend to just stalk the space with just explosives, other things that go terribly wrong. This is a tactical shooter. It's all about the realism.
Can you really use the R word?
I can.
Yeah, and neither is bullet cancer. Now focus up.
Bullet cancer! The worst kind of cancer. Is that cancer you get from bullets, or bullets that cause cancer?
Probably both. Just a double whammy.
Damn you, bullet cancer.
Radioactive bullets. Very common.
I think there was some comic where someone had, like, their mutant power or something was tied to... It was Deadpool. How, like, they had cancer, and their cancer kept their superpowers in check. And without the cancer, they'd mutate uncontrollably and, like, explode or something like that. So someone to kill the character weaponized, like, the cure to cancer or something. They developed the cure to cancer. What?
No, that just seems like such a... It seems like such the anti-villain thing to do. Just to kill one person, you help the entire population.
I think it's like... And then they throw out the formula for it or something like that. Oh, you're playing the ex-thug. Congratulations, Greg.
Oh, great.
We should just swap controllers right now. Dude, obviously covered in suspicious amounts of blood.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
Like, I get there's some type of cartel or something, but wouldn't you try and keep the guy who's just covered in blood out of the public eye?
Yeah, and then you got this guy with the
Suit.
nice, tie and stuff.
Blood guy's gonna drive. You're letting him in your fancy car covered in blood.
I always think it's funny when the writers can't really figure out how to explain what's happening, so they have to narrate it themselves. And the characters just don't sound natural at all.
You're still mad about Destiny.
No. That was fine. That was a robot.
If it makes you feel better, they've been like, it's pre-alpha. It gets better, we promise.
It's okay. I already pre-ordered it, so.
Whore. It's the guy who pre-ordered before buying a PS4. I should never be allowed to comment on pre-order or hype ever again. Like,
No.
maybe I am a downer when it comes to video games. I'm just too cynical at this point.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of letdowns.
Like BioShock Infinite.
I mean, at least you can still play Battlefield Hardline.
No, I can't. We were gonna play that, but the beta closed, so we had to play Army of Two: The Devil's Cartel instead.
They're pretty equal.
Really? They managed to fix Battlefield 4 #1.
No. You still load, and your guy doesn't have guns. The map doesn't have a ground.
So just like real life. Thank God Salem and Rios were here.
They did so much. But why do they have a logo on their back?
Because it's their brand, I guess, or it's their company, their Army of Two.
That's silly.
PWO, it stands for something, I don't remember what.
Why do you need a logo?
Everything needs a logo.
How do you need a logo to shoot people?
As the graphic designer who did most of the art for Something Wicked Studios so far, you're saying you don't need a logo?
Not to go shoot people. I mean, it's not going to give you more advertising for the people you kill.
You need more logo than ever when you're going to go shoot people. Like, that's a given. If you're going to be professional contractors for murder hire, you have to have a logo. It's not professional to go into the field unequipped with a logo.
But all your audience dies.
It's notoriety. You know those guys had the tube on their backs? Yeah, they were cool and badass. We should hire them next time so they can't kill us.
They only killed 100 of our henchmen.
They're mercenaries. They don't care about things like, hey, we murdered like 80 of your friends.
A big barn in the
Call us next time. I mean, but I guess if you get too real, you get into games like that military game that Army put
Arma,
out.
whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That game's terrible.
Yeah. Someone told me they were using it to try to recruit people.
It was initially developed as recruitment.
It's crazy. Because literally, your mentality in a video game is quite the opposite of that in a...
I would love to see the soldiers that they get out of that game. Like, it's cool. I'm top rated on the leaderboards for Arma. Oh, he's obviously a badass. Special Forces him.
Yeah. Figuring that it just runs in guns and battle and stuff like that.
But to be fair, neither of us have been to war. For all we know, that might work there. Like,
Except you'd be so scared.
not if you beat Arma.
Yeah, Battlefield kind of lost its realism that I was trying to go to.
I'm sorry, the moment a Megalodon shows up on one of your maps, your realism is out the window in the most entertaining way possible.
Or when you can jump out of your plane that you're flying, take a rocket launcher, shoot down a helicopter, and get back in your plane.
I'm sorry, there is some dude in the Air Force who has fucking tried that, and he's famous for it.
There's just so many random red barrels. Why would a poverty-stricken village have red explosive barrels?
All they can afford is red explosive barrels. Are you racist to the poor?
Yes.
Or prejudiced towards the poor because all they can afford is red barrels?
So much, yes.
Fancy San Francisco native. Where I grew up, all we could afford were red barrels, and you were happy when they didn't explode. Your dad bring him a red barrel, and you're like, Dad, we got a barrel. And he'd be like, careful, son, it's explosive. But you didn't care. It was a barrel.
You sound like the kids with boxes.
We couldn't afford boxes. With their stable storage capabilities. Well, I don't know how to explain this to you, Greg, but
This girl isn't on our fucking...
the cartel does more than just drugs.
You got 30
They
seconds.
do
In
not.
fact, it's like a criminal empire. They sell lots of things that are illegal, like people.
Names of these
How could that even be?
This girl, right? We move
This
on.
game is a...
Get out of here.
The man's
It's
got
opening
to
your eyes to the
Jeez,
horrors of the
yeah.
world.
taking her with us.
All it took was our move too.
The render on your mask is better than several of the character models. Like, they look kind of pitty and grainy. Your mask, photorealistic shine to it, though. Like, I believe that's what the mask looks like.
I want to live. You should too.
Everything will be okay.
See what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
lights reacting appropriately. Mine, too, to a certain extent.
It's, yeah. They spent a lot of money on those masks.
Next-gen mask rendering technology.
Even his t-shirt is kind of sinking into his skin there.
But the mask is perfect.
So, we're in a wine cellar
Protect the girl.
in the middle of Mexico.
They have wine in Mexico.
I'm right next to explosive barrels. This is a bad idea.
No, they won't think to shoot the explosive barrels. Those were their barrels. We covered this. When you're poor and all you can afford is explosive barrels, you are very protective of your explosive barrels. You
Also,
dream of buying a normal barrel someday.
they just get super mad when you explode their barrels.
I would.
Taking
Stop
it.
ruining the immersion.
Am I
That's
overthinking?
exactly how the real world works.
Why is the hostage standing in the middle of the way?
Because she's a dumb hostage. Didn't you see the Rainbow Six Siege footage?
Why is this girl so important?
I don't know. I feel if I did know that, I might know a lot more about this game than I want to.
You're good.
We're just going through a lot of trouble for some random girl.
She's not even the target anymore. Like, we were supposed to rescue some rich person's daughter, I think. No, we have picked up Rando Girl number 1. And no, I think we still have to be fighting our way out if we weren't, but you're absolutely correct. This makes no goddamn sense we're going through this much hassle for her. Where the fuck are you going?
I'm trying to flank people, but I can't.
I'm over here. You can't flank where I'm flanking.
I was trying to be creative, but I can't even get anywhere on the map.
You have the creativity at work.
Today at work, we made. This is probably awful content for your thing, but I just have to tell you. We had to make submarine elevations, and they chose orange for the sides of the submarines. So we have orange submarines.
Couldn't go with yellow, huh?
So this one car killed both of these people who have survived 2 games and
Countless bullets.
Yeah, and
I think a nuclear strike, technically, even.
and just the car explosion took them out. Why can't he do anything? His leg was just shot.
Got it.
I'm gonna go shoot your leg after and see how
Real safe.
up to protecting yourself you are.
Why don't I have any guns anymore? I have 2 shotguns.
That's your own damn fault.
No, I lost my
The game
M4.
decided you weren't using enough shotgun. I love the sound it makes. Just
Kind of just sounds like it's shooting potatoes. There should be automatic grenade launchers.
there were in Vietnam. They're like war crimes now or something.
Why didn't you just get in the helicopter?
I am getting in the helicopter.
Why did you? That was so Why was that so difficult?
I think we have well established that my character is not the smartest.
Well, he wasn't in a gang like mine was.
I'm obviously the main character.
Just struggling to stay in vehicles.
Okay, I'll give you this. There are a surprising number of red barrels on that bridge.
It was just it was a safe storage area.
Yeah, where red barrels should be, out in the
Yeah.
sun, in the heat, where they can... They needed fresh air.
I have 3 magazines on my assault rifle.
And I literally have bought the 2 weapons I'll be using the rest of the game. How much bigger my gun is than yours. Wait, did you stick with the M16?
Yeah,
You already colored it?
yeah. It was important.
Didn't you change the color on it?
Yeah, I changed it to. I got tired of the green.
Oh god!
That's the most important part.
Why?
You have to look good.
Taking cover behind a burning car.
On your
Fuck
left.
you guys that can climb! He's obviously me personified in the game. I am collective, neat, and wear collared shirts like he is right now. And would totally do so in this crazy firefight.
This is impressive. Blind firing these guys are more accurate than I am shooting regularly. Is this guy's name? Is his name Amp?
No, I guess that maybe it's his call sign or something.
Oh.
As you would know if you knew anything about the military, you get call signs and stuff like that. Where I'm Alpha, you're Bravo, he's Amp, and he has a mohawk, so he's obviously sponsored by Mountain Dew. I think the Greeks had less letters for some weird reason. You just landed on me, didn't you? I just love the concept of drums in games, because in the real life, they're so heavy, it's like, oh, we put a drum on it. Oh, so it's an assault weapon now. Like, it's meant to be mounted to a car. No, it's meant to be used by hand. That's not how drums work.
I wonder how explosive cars would actually be if you shot them.
I get the impression they're actually not especially explosive, like, because gas is technically not explosive. It's the vapor fumes that gas puts off that would ultimately explode, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Sorry, but the Army of Two is a perfect example of real modern urban warfare. Consoles, since really... Someone's gonna get angry at me for saying this, I'm not including GoldenEye, but... GoldenEye was really the first, and that was one stick.
Yeah. That was a good game. We used to play GoldenEye all the time.
Have you gone back and played it recently?
Well, yeah, I have, and it's really sad and it's hard to do. But we used to play GoldenEye all
I
the
grew up
time.
playing a ton of GoldenEye. It doesn't change my comment of shooters have come a long way since then. And are modern shooters better than old shooters? Yeah.
Totally just saved your life. You'll thank me later.
I almost miss World War II games. Almost. I think we're like 1 or 2 years away from being like, you know what would be awesome? World War II game. I think that at this point, our characters qualify as like horrible war criminals, if you think about it.
We've killed a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we hit that point where like there are songs sung about the number of people we kill. If I ever went from the hospital, I'm not telling you at all. You'd be like, oh, walk it off. You only got hit by a car. I will say this, though. This game does contain my favorite, why the hell is this game capable of pulling off semi-destructible environments when so many other games talk about like it's an impossibility and cannot be done?
Weirdest bromance ever.
Well, wasn't the first one you could like fist bump and stuff like that? And people were like, times it's appropriate to fist bump. Never in this game. It's petty, but I just hate how my character's clothing looks like it's the I'm the businessman of murder. And I'm like, I hate you so much in your white collared shirt.
I want to be Skull Candy Man.
The Battlefield, the game we were supposed to play but couldn't.
Is that really?
Battlefield.
It does look like it.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Oh, really? That's funny.
See, Battlefield.
Am I choosing new tattoos? Yes. Some Canadian tattoos.
Those aren't Canadian. Those are Inuit or Yupik, the proud Native American tribes
Just leave me alone.
of Canada. Why do I know that?
I have no idea. This is literally the most unequal gun I've ever seen. The back is so heavy.
You have way cooler options for your butt than I do.
Yeah. I like to keep my butt pretty cool.
I'm gonna let you think about what you just said.
Oh, I know
and
what I
not
just
make
said.
fun of it.
I know what I just said.
We obviously look a little different than we did a couple minutes ago.
I know. I'm wearing a t-shirt and I'm very American.
We're almost at the rendezvous.
I have a blue gun and have relaxed significantly.
For being just like hoodlums, they have very good aim.
Okay, so dumb things I'm not sure why I know anything about. The cartels of Mexico are actually more like their own country than anything else, and a lot of the gangsters, or a lot of the gunmen that work for them, receive more training than some countries' militias and stuff like that. Like, they're legit. Confrontation!
That was exciting.
That was exciting.
This place is a
Oh, the
death
wall
trap.
just fell off.
We gotta get out of here.
We knocked a wall. Yeah! Wow, I didn't believe you. I apologize for that, Greg. I shot the hat off of some dude. He didn't die. I will say this, the fire in this game looks way better than it has any right to. Like, that's some good-looking fire, almost. I would love to see, like, the mercenary outfit where it's like, you show up dressed as your guy. Sup? Are you in jeans and a t-shirt with another shirt underneath it? Yeah? Sir, we have a standard to maintain. He is literally dressed in Mad Max outfit. Okay, Point, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Why didn't you push the truck, Greg? Why didn't you push the truck?
I need you on your feet now. All right.
See, it's simple. Just duck against it and push the truck.
Okay. Oh, now it
Push
works.
it!
Jeez, it wasn't doing it before.
How hard was that?
Every time I pushed up, it would make me stand up.
Right. Sure.